Okay guys, what's up? It's your boy D-Hammy here, bringing you a brand new video, and we are back with Fox Lodge for the 2018 season, guys. And after last year's miraculous comeback against Ballysballon in the playoff, we're still in the Premiership, and we kick off this season against Strabane, the newly promoted team, in the Tyrone Derby. This is going to be a big fixture. The Tyrone Derby is a very, very big fixture in the league, and hopefully this year Fox Lodge can have a much better season and not fight for the bottom. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so opening the batting will be Mr. B. Scott on debut for Fox Lodge. Came from Strabane, they play for us this season, so let's see how he does with Strabane's pro, Paris, I think that's how you pronounce his name, running in to begin. And Barry there straight away just having it straight back to the overseas professional, and Fox Lodge begin 0 for 0. And if you see there last week, I'm just going to come up and put what the batsman's name and what they got, and then you'll see the overs update as we go through as well, guys. I said this channel will be getting much more professional, and here it is. This is the first video where it will be becoming really professional. Move on to ball number 4 here as Pyrus runs in here. It's still the Barry here because Aaron Haywood's opening the batting with him. That's a wonderful cut shot from Barry, and that's going to go to the boundary. It's a really good shot indeed. Man there couldn't quite chase it down. So Fox Lodge now 7 for 0 off 4 balls. So yeah, Aaron Haywood opening the batting with Mr. Barry Scott, as our last year's opening batsman Jason Milligan is unable to play with being out injured, but hopefully we can get him back soon. He can open the batting with Barry, but let's see how Aaron gets on today anyway. As Barry there, he just sort of, I don't really know if he didn't really edge that one, but it just comes off the face of the bat behind square, and that goes for 4 more as well, and that moves Fox Lodge to 13 for nothing off 1.4 overs. And the new bowler coming from the field end is Aaron Gillespie, and as you see he has 0 wickets. I'm unable to give you his full figures because I'm not actually going to be able to go along with it ball by ball because it is not live streamed, unfortunately, although that could be the next step you see coming towards the channel. As he runs in now on the 4th over, and Barry flicks that one off his legs, and that one's going to go to the boundary as well. Fox is off to a very, very good start here indeed, and Barry seems to be settling in well to the team, you know. Fox Lodge, wonderful, wonderful ground. Have to give credit. Aaron Haywood here just showing up at the first ball he's faced here in this video, as it's the pro for Strabane Paris, and that's a wonderful shot from Aaron. Just comes down off the back of the length just a wee bit, and Aaron just absolutely demolishes it, but it hasn't gone to the boundary, so a slow outfield down there in the cow as Home Bargains comes past. There you go, seeing it. Go to Home Bargains, get all your, I don't know, necessities that you need. But Fox Lodge move on to 28 for nothing off 5 overs. As I will stop trying to ramble on about Home Bargains. Anyway, the 6th over we move on to 28 for nothing Fox Lodge. Aaron, it's Aaron. Oh, and he's been dropped. He's edged that one, and he's been dropped. That thing, it was first slip, second slip came across to try and take it as well, but he's been put down. Strabane will be hoping that that is not going to be costly, and Aaron Gillespie is not happy with that one. And guys, that's going to be a recurring theme, those dropped catches where you see throughout this game. Barry's going to consult Aaron. Aaron, I believe, is a vice captain. I'm not totally sure on that one. But that one, and they're getting a big, big appeal here for Aaron. And Barry just waves him on for a, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. And the umpire says no in terms of the LBW appeal, as Fox Lodge move on to 29 for nothing. So we'll be interested to see how Aaron does in the opening spell here now. Oh, what a shot that one is. That's 6 Joes to Aaron Haywood. Just off the legs. You don't want to bowl there, mate. Come on, you're supposed to be the overseas professional. And guys, I want to tell you, he landed on the day off the game and just came straight down. I believe he had to use other people's equipment as well because he had to leave his stuff at the airport to get down on time. So, fair play to him for being here. The Straban overseas professional. He is from Sri Lanka. So it will be very, very good to see how he gets on. And I do wish him the best for the season. I hope all teams do very well in the season, but obviously hoping Fox Lodge do better than the rest. We have Aaron Gillespie running in the 8th over, and that's Aaron. Oh, again, that's a really good shot. I wouldn't really say that one's off the legs as much. That's just a really, really well-timed shot, and it goes nearly all the way. Oh, just didn't go, I think. Good fielding out there from the man out in the very deep. They've chased out, and they've got it back in, and that will be Fox Lodge moving on to 41, I believe. Yeah, should be. Just wait for an update. Yeah, 41 for 0. 7.4 overs. Aaron Gillespie going to continue here in this 8th over. White and Fox Lodge, hopefully they can get through this 50 partnership, take it in breaks, get the 50 run partnership, then trying to get it under the 100 run partnership, and so on and so on. But yeah, this pitch is very, very good. As we have a change in bowling for the first time, as Singh now comes on the bowl, the Barry Scott, and he is absolutely walloped it. What a shot. 6 runs, the Mr. Barry Scott. He's loving life as a Foxy. And we hope that he has a very, very good season for it. And hopefully he can push on and get a big, big score today. Because that would be brilliant. Especially against his old club as well. That would be absolutely phenomenal. As the 9th over ends there. Fox Lodge moving on to 51 without loss. So another change of bowling, it's going to be Mr. Reese Lowe coming in, a young bowler for Straban, very, very good bowler as well. In terms, if you go by the statistics, Aaron Haywood just whoops that one off the hip, and that's going to go all the way. No, it's a very, very good bit of fielding by that man out in the deep. He's done a great job there, but we will get back for 2 our batsmen, and that should be moving us on to 53 without loss after 9.2 balls, or 9.2 overs, I apologise. So this will be the 10th over that is currently operating. But we go back now to the 13th over as Mr. Singh is going to be running in. Fox Lodge 60 without loss at this point. And he bowls that one. And that's really unlucky for the man there. It's sort of short cover, short extra cover as it hits the mat that will be replaced at Fox Lodge this season. Just haven't got round to doing it. But it bounces off that mat and it bounces over him and it goes to the rope. 4 Joes towards Aaron Haywood. It's a great shot, but again, it probably should have been fielded if that mat wasn't there. So you would have backed the man. But listen, we'll take what you can get, and I'm sure Aaron will definitely be best pleased with it as Reese Logue now comes in the bowl to the young Fox Lodge spinner actually. Oh, and it's a very, very, very big appeal. Reese goes huge for it. He really wants it, but it's not given by the umpire. It was a wee bit hard to see from this angle. I wasn't able to get it straight on, guys, because the tripod was actually going out in the field. The boundary rope was very, very close to the back wall. So it is very tough as we're on this 14th over. That one just a wee bit shorter than the last one. Aaron just gets it straight enough, and that's going to be 4 runs. 4 Joes, as we say over here. I don't know how many other countries say that. But that's 4 Joes towards Aaron Haywood. And that moves it on to 70 without loss now after 13.4 overs. It's going to battle the 2 offies here. I believe Reese is an offie. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, Aaron Fox Lodge best bowler last season, statistically. As Reese comes in here once more, and that's just a really, really full ball, and Aaron gets just muddles that really. As Jordy comes out and fields that after it goes to the rope for 4 more. So Fox Lodge moving along very, very nicely here. The run rate very, very nicely moving along as well. If you go 14 into 74, I'm not that great at maths, but I believe it's something about just over 6, maybe even 7. Don't quote me on it. That's just me going roughly. But it's very good to see us without Straban not having taken a wicket after 14 overs in. That's one problem Fox Lodge had last season in terms of the opening batsmen, is that they couldn't really build a partnership. It was usually the 3rd man and the 4th man that came in that had to start building the partnership. A Singh here, it's very short, and that's not what you want to do as a spinner. Haywood will spank you for that one. He may have been last year a lower order batsman, but he's not going to turn that round. He's not going to let that one go away. He's going to pick out the bad ball and hit it for 6 like he did there. So Singh, assuming he's from India, he's not an overseas professional though, as he's now going to be bowling to Mr. Barry Scott. We'll see what Barry's able to do to him. Fuller ball that time, but he's absolutely picked it. And it's been, I don't know if it's been dropped out there, it could have been a drop there from what I've seen. I'm going to put it down as a drop, and if it hasn't, it's a bit of poor fielding. He probably should have done a lot better than by the man there. They've only got a single out of Fox Lodge, but it probably should have been taken. And I wonder will that be costly in the end for Barry, because that's not a man you want to be putting down, especially as a debut for Fox Lodge here. As you know, he's going to be bowling the Barry once more in the 17th over. A very full one. Barry just absolutely pings him straight. We get that one out in the road. I'm not too sure if it did or not, but that's a wonderful shot from Barry. And that will move Fox Lodge on now. I think 99 for nothing. If not, it isn't correct there, 93. I'm not totally sure. Yes, we are going to move on here. So 99 for nothing without loss here. Barry and Aaron going very, very well at the moment. And we'll see now what Reese can do as we are still on 99 without loss. As he both did Barry, it's absolute pick. It's straight over the camera. I can't even pick it up for you guys. There, it'll be just about catch it on the way down. What a shot! And that makes Fox Lodge past the 100 mark. 105 without loss after 17.2 overs. Great bit of batting from the boys so far. Going along very, very nicely. And that I think that might be the first time we've actually reached a 100 partnership since last season, like in terms of like the very start of last season, or something very similar to it anyway. As we see Mr. Singh run in now. But they are big appeal. And he's given him! Haywood has been given. To me, it looks like it was going a wee bit down leg. Aaron trying to get it off his pads there. But the umpire's given it. You know what? I spoke to Aaron later on, and I asked him, heard someone say how was it. He said LB. But he does fall for 46. Not too sure exactly if it was completely out. We don't have Hawkeye, but we're going to have to take the umpire's word for granted, as there's nothing we can do about it now. So after 18.5 overs, Mr. Singh gets his first wicket of the day, and Fox Lodge are 109 for 1. Aaron Haywood, the batsman, out for 46 LBW. The next batsman then promoted up the order for this year will be Mr. Luke Hayes, coming at number 3, our overseas professional. Down at number 4, probably just waiting to get settled in, this year. I know he was here last year. It's the same man, Sibo, but we'll see how he gets on. Luke as well, maybe just wanting to kick off the season in a good form at number 3, so see how he does. Number 3, of course, the most important batting position in my opinion, that and number 6. Number 6 to end the innings, number 3 to re-establish it, play the opener's role, they play a mid-order role, they have to play everywhere. The start of the 20th over here, and that's short. You don't want to bowl there. Barry Scott absolutely dispatches him, and that will be 6. A big 6-2, probably in the burn. Like I said. So that moves Fox Lodge on to 115 for 1 after 19.1 overs. So we're doing a lot to the boards here. The boards are not having a very good time, but I'll tell you what, this is the perfect day, guys. I'd say the weather was about 22 degrees out there, with just a slight gust of wind. But it wasn't really, you wouldn't really feel the heat, but it was a very, very nice day. But not that many clouds in the sky, so it was a very, very, very tough day for bowling. Bad as paradise all day long. Pitch rock hard. Very, very tough for bowling on, and we'll see that as a trend throughout the whole innings. The Singh rolls in now, and it's Barry. It's another short one. He needs to get that pitching up that spinner, and that goes all the way. That's 6 more for Barry Scott. He's loving life at the Foxleys ground. And of course you would. It's not the biggest ground. It certainly isn't. But I'll tell you what, it's one of the best grounds in the Northwest, especially since we put on the drains last year. And when that mat gets replaced as well, it's only going to get better. As McNulty, a new bowler coming in now. That's going to be 5 wides, I believe. That goes the boundary. The only umpire give it as wides to begin with. But yes, he does. So that's going to be 5 runs onto our total here. I'm sorry for me saying 130. That should actually be 139 for 1 of 23.3 overs. And I believe it might be 22.2. I don't know if I changed the ball going up by 1 when it oh no, sorry, yeah, I should have, because we're doing it like 0.7, etc, etc. We see now another bowling change. A very young man coming in, a man named Mr. Taylor Royce. Goes by the name of Taylor Boyd as well. Sometimes it depends on what you want to call him and what he wants to be called at the time. I know him because he goes to my school. So we move on, and that's going to be a 5 wides once again. I'm sorry for the scoreboard if it is incorrect at this point. First time using the software to create a video like this. Now we'll get better for the next game. And guys, there will be a lot of videos coming thick and fast, because this weekend Fox Lodge have Brady away, they have Eglinton the T20 away on the Sunday, and then next week they have 2 games and 2 T20s, Donnamana and Brady. As McNulty runs in, and that one's just missed by Barry there. He could have got out there, if he just had a wee feller, but not quite. He gets away with it. And that will be drinks after the 25th over. So we're here at drinks here, guys, and we will resume straight after drinks. And the 26th over, halfway through it, Fox has 157 for 1. Taylor, it's a wee bit down leg side, Barron a wee bit short as well. So Barry's just going to help that on its way to the boundary for 4 Joes. He's moving on very nicely here indeed, hopefully looking to stay with him and build that partnership like Aaron did with him. Aaron is very excruciating 46. He would have been very good if he got his 50. I believe it would have been his first ever major premiership fifth half century as well, but I'm not too sure about that, don't quote me on it. I will be getting my stats all fixed up for the rest of the season. As that one's, very nice shot indeed, goes for the cut, didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it, and that's going to go 4 runs off McNulty's bowling towards Mr. Barry Scott. It's another great boundary from him. It's a lot of boundaries in this inning so far. Hopefully he can keep it up, and hopefully he can go on and get a big score. I believe he's already reached his half century at this point, so he's already had a 50 against his former club in his debut for Fox Lodge, and we hope he can carry that on as McNulty runs in this time. So look, and that's going to be a no ball at overhead height, so that means it's going to be a free hit, because of course in the Northwest Premiership you have a free hit for above waist height or above shoulder height no ball, and a front foot no ball as well. I don't believe if you get the no ball if there's more than so many fielders in the leg side, I don't believe you get the free hit for that, but as the umpire signal there now, you see it is a free hit, and we'll see what Luke's able to do for it. Luke's not too bad against free hits, he's quite good for the midweek team whenever he plays with the free hits early on in the season, until of course he's played that many games with the first and he's not allowed to play for the midweek team. But we'll see early on how McNulty responds to this. That's a very good ball. Luke tries to get it away, a go-to shot down the leg side for most people, trying to get down the knee and sweep it, but it's a very good ball. Just about hitting the off stump, maybe just outside of it. Luke will be able to tell me better on that one, but it's just from my view, that's what it looked like. Fox Lodge 172 for 1. So now 175 for 1, and we're beginning the 30th over as Taylor is going to run in here. It is Luke on strike as well, and they do need a breakthrough here. 175 for 1 off nearly 30 overs, they need a big breakthrough. That one's short, and Luke tries to dispatch of it, but didn't get it. Oh, and he nearly dropped it there. Mr. Singh out there, he's only got a wicket today, and he's nearly dropped it. Just about came out of his hands, but he regallered it, and Luke has been dispatched for 12. Being caught out there at the boundary near enough down the cow. So Fox Lodge now 175 for 2. Luke Hayes, the latest batsman, out for 12 runs after 29.1 overs, and that will be Taylor, the young boy's first wicket off the innings. So our new batsman in at the crease will be our overseas professional, Sibu Chiki. You see, overseas professional, he's in at number 4, and last year he had the highest score in the whole of the Northwest Premiership of 162, and that was last year against Drummond, who went down last year. But that doesn't mean just because they went down that score is not impressive. 162 is a very good score, and yes, you would expect an overseas professional to hit the highest score in the league, but that doesn't take away from the fact that 162 is a very difficult score to get, and he's done a magnificent job of getting there. And Taylor straight away here on over 32, just a couple of overs later, with Fox Lodge 187 for 2. He bowls that one a wee bit down, that's going to be 5 wides towards Fox Lodge actually, and they move up to 192 for 2 after 32 overs. So Fox Lodge moving on their way very nicely here. Sibo and Barry, two alike players. They do like to play shots, but they do like to go big at times as well. Of course, that 162 Sibo hit last year included a lot of sixes from 1 over into the burn area. Hopefully, they can do something similar here as we have the last ball off over 32. That's a full toss. Sibo just absolutely just cleavers it, for lack of a better word, straight back down the ground. He only gets 4 for it. Probably wishes he could have got 6, but thinking that early on in the innings where he's just trying to settle back into the Irish conditions, the Northern Irish conditions, he'd be happy taking 4 for that. Hopefully he can go on and get a big average this year, but we are expecting quite a bit from him, of course, having already been here one season. But again, it's hard to adapt to the conditions over here. That's why we usually go for a South African at Fox Lodge, because they do adapt quite quickly. Of course, Marco, being one of our former overseas professionals, being one of the best that's ever graced these shores, we'll see. Oh, there it is. What a shot. Before I could even get my next word out, that is a ping. It's middled. He's absolutely middled it. That's 6 runs here down towards the field end. 202, that brings it 200 up for Fox Lodge. And Taylor, the young boy, is being dispatched. Sibo's seen, you know what, he might have a wicket, this boy, but he's young. His line and length won't be consistent. He's going to be able, all over the place a wee bit, so he's going to take a liking to him. But Strabane response will be bringing on their Pro Paris. He's going to bowl, and that one's going to be 5 wides as well, I think, you know, just a wee bit down the leg side. And yes, that will go to the boundary, and that will be 5 wides. And oh no, they're giving leg byes off it, you know. And there's Sibo as well. And you see, he's sort of just brushing his 5 pad, etc., saying that yes, I did actually come off him. So that's going to be leg byes. Of course, not going to Sibo's actual total score, but ball go to Fox Lodges as they move on to 207 for 2 off 33 overs. And you see there's going to be a bowling change as well from Strabane as the new man takes the ball. I believe it's going to be Aaron Gillespie coming back on. And it is indeed here for over 36, and he's already one ball through at Fox Lodge, 212. And that's going to be Barry. He's going to get that way off the face. It's going to go down there, the man. He's misfielded it. Is it going to go to the boundary? No, it won't, but it will be 2. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a Premiership century for Barry Scott.
Bye-bye. Hi, debut Tom, hi.
An absolute wonderful century, that. Absolutely wonderful. Boundaries left, right and centre. And Sibo giving him a big congratulations there. So against his former club in his first game for Fox Lodge, he gets 100. Big performance in the Tyrone Derby. And oh, they go for a big appeal there. And you know what? A lot of people I was speaking to say he nicked it, but the umpire says no. It was one of those ones that I couldn't hear as well whenever I was standing and I was watching it. People were saying they could have heard it, but you know what, it's one of those things. The umpire didn't give it, maybe he should have, maybe he shouldn't. I didn't hear anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not out. You're going to have to just take what the umpire gives as Paris runs in here, and Sibo absolutely clobbers it. That is 6. Down the track, a wee advancement there as well from Sibo. He's taken to this pro. You can sense that he's tired after only just landing this morning. And he's taking it all out after him. Sibo was taking a liking already. He's seen this pitch is flat. It's a lot like South Africa indeed. And he says, you know what, I'm going to go for it now. He set himself in. And we'll see how he gets on here. Fox has 222 for 2. He cuts that one away. That's going to be 4 more. What a shot. Brilliant batting from Sibo, of course. One of the his innings last year against Drummond was one of the best ever innings I had ever seen in person. And just 6s everywhere. Of course, earlier on that season, he wasn't getting off to that sort of aggressive start. He's more of a shot player, taking his time, making sure he's getting scores and making sure he's contributing to the team. And in the end, he was one of the best. He was the 3rd top run scorer in the whole league last year as well. So it was very nice to see that we had announced him to come back to Fox Lodge, and let's see what he can do here. That's ball down that track again, and it's going all the way for 4. That's 4 Joes. He's hitting them everywhere, all around that place at the moment as Sibo trods back to the crease and getting ready to face up another ball, and I wonder will it go for a boundary as well. As Fox Lodge now move on to 232. Of course, your last batsman being out, Luke Hayes, for 12. Barry Scott just giving Sibo a wee down, he's saying keep it up, let's keep her going. Sibo started saying, I don't know what he's saying actually, but turns out he didn't hit that one for a boundary. Move on to over number, I don't know, oh, that's a big one. It's going to be 4, couple of bounces, 2 bounces in fact, and that's going to be Sibo getting another boundary on this total. Very good batting. He's just showing him the bat there for a reason, saying, oh, muddled it mate, muddled it. Looking around the field. That's what an overseas professional will do, making sure he's just chatting to the man. I would really like to get a wee camera out there and see what they actually do chat about in the middle, because you know I am really interested. As Mr. Singh comes back on, Strabane really needing a breakthrough. 244 for 2 or Fox Lodge after the 40 overs, only 10 overs to go. Sibo, that one's short, and Sibo's going to ping him all the way into the burn. Why? What is wrong with this man bowling today? He might have a wicket, but this is really bad bowling. Like really bad. It's just short. I'd say about 3 or 4 balls and overs just being really short. So this is really poor from him indeed. He needs to pick this up and just pitch it up a little bit, because Sibo's just rocking back in the back foot and pinging him. Short again, and it's 6 again. It's good. When is this man going to learn to stop bowling short? And that's a 50 for Sibo.
But a save!
Great innings from Sibo. 50 very quickly, and the next ball he goes straight up, and that is that. It's going to be a catch. So Mr. Singh does get the wicket after bowling short throughout that whole over. The one he just pitched up, Sibo thought he was able to chase after it, and he has hit it straight up. But I tell you what, Sibo getting out for 52 off cut, it's not going to be the end of the world. 52 is a very good score, and he's averaging 52 for the season. And I tell you what, if he does that throughout the whole season, Fox Lodge will have a very good season as well. Let me tell you that one. The Fox Lodge now 262 for free. Siebel last man out for 52. And we have our captain and wicketkeeper Brian Allen coming in at number 5 with 469 runs last year, averaging 29.31. Hopefully Brian has a very good season for us this year as well. Of course, the highlight of his year last year probably would have been his ton against Coleraine in a match that Fox Lodge threw away last year. We see now recently Barry Scott, and he's bowled him. Oh my goodness, very, very quick wickets in succession over number 42, and Barry eventually does bow out after a spectacular innings in the Tyrone Derby against his former club. So 107, he's out bowled, and Fox now has now dropped the 264 for 4, with Barry Scott being the last man out of 107, and Rhys Logue picks up his first wicket. And the next batsman then, Mr. Aidan Logue, in at number 6, 16-year-old batsman. I believe he's 16 years old. I pray I've got that right. The young man playing for the Warriors. I believe he's either 15 or he's 16, and this is his cousin bowling to him as well. But it's Brian on strike at the moment. And we'll see how he does. And he bowls Brian as well, so 2 wickets in the space of 2 or 3 overs there. I think it was 2 overs. And BA has to go trying to sweep Rhys all the way over the cow. And he goes for 1 clean bowled. So Rhys getting 2 bowled wickets in very quick succession, allowing Fox Lodge to drop to 268 for 5 after 43.1 overs. And Serban, after being 240 something for 4, or after having Fox Lodge 240 something for 2, I've now restricted him to 268 for 5. So they've made this a very, very nice comeback. But 268 is a lot of runs, and with Andy McGuinness being the new batsman at number 7, who can hit the ball a long way as well, Serban will still need to do a lot from here to get a win, especially in the batting side of it. As Rhys bowling a 7th ball of the over, must have been an extra in there. That's a wonderful cut shot away from Andy McGuinness, and that's going to be 4 runs, I believe. Yes, it is. That runs away for 4, and that moves Fox Lodge on to 274 for 5 after 44 overs. So we're going over here, it's going to be Andy McGuinness facing once more Fox. That's now 281 for 5. Rhys Logue still continuing on, and over 46. That one's going to be short, and Andy McGuinness is going to ping him all the way. That's going to be 6 off the banking. There we go, 6 Joes. That's what we want to see. And guys, I believe this total's probably out of reach at this point now. 287 for 5. Serban bowled a lot of extras as well today. A lot of extras. As you see, I think I've shown 3 or 4 of the 5 wides of bowled, which is 20 runs nearly on its own. And then of course you include the no balls and the wides. They have bowled a lot of extras, which could be their downfall in this game. As he's now bowling to Aidan, his cousin. That's a wonderful cover drive from Aidan. A really, really beautiful cover drive. One of his textbook shots, the cover drive and the cut shot. Probably Aidan's 2 strongest shots. He's very, very good for the offside, so you don't want to give him one just full and just basically a half volley outside off, because he will do that to you and punch you for 4. Very, very good shot. He's a very classy batsman, as Aidan. Hopefully he can grow this season and become a starting figure in the Fox Lodge first 11. Moving on now to over number 40, Aaron Gillespie back on to bowl Fox Lodge, sitting at 293 for 5. He's bowling to Aidan as Aaron Gillespie, and he goes for a big sweep and he misses it. So very similar fashion to Brian Allen getting out there, only Aidan is out for 15, and that drops Fox Lodge to 293 for 6 after 47.4 overs. 293 for 6, a very, very respectable score at this point. Fox Lodge probably a wee bit disappointed they've lost a couple of all those wickets in very quick succession, but with Jimmy Mack coming in here now at number 8, him and Andy will look to finish this innings without another wicket falling to try and maximise bonus points as well, and hopefully put on a larger score as they possibly can. I think the goal right now is to get to 300, and we're sitting at 297 for 6, a 48.4 with their pro running in, and Andy McGuinness, he's just put that one straight up. I believe it was Andy McGuinness, but it's been put down by Rhys Logue. It's a very sore drop, and yes it would, because Jamie is left-handed batsman, so it was Andy who put that up, and he's got away with that, and so Fox Lodge. But they will move on to 300, so it's a 300 up for Fox Lodge. Very, very nice indeed. As we move on to the last over, Aaron Gillespie is going to be bowling it. 2 balls in already, 306 for 6, and he's down the track, and he has middled that one. That's well over my head down here at at the bench. Down by the bench. Fox Lodge now 312 for 6 off 49.3 overs. And he's going to be the very next ball. Aaron Gillespie's going to run in. Let's see what Andy McGuinness can do this time. Maybe looking for another big one there. It's a full toss. It's come all the way to me. I have to run out of the way there. Not like literally whenever I stand there, I thought, right, that's coming for me, that's coming for me. Because I was trying to film it, I just had to run out of the way. So yeah, the PH up the top left there, had to get out of the way. I just had to run. I was leaving the camera. If the camera got hit, and I wasn't able to catch it because I was trying to film it all the way. And by that point, it was just too late. I just had to run and get out of there. But I probably would have missed me. It would have went straight over my head. But the final ball over, it will be Aaron running into Jamie, and Jamie's going to get that one out. He's got a hand out there, I think, that man, as Reese comes round. Just a wee bit of a misfield, but it's not going to be too detrimental to the total as they get back for two. And Fox Lodge will end up here with 320 for, I think, 321, 322 for 6 after their 50 overs. So a very, very good display, especially Barry Scott with 100 and Sebo with his 50. Aaron as well mentioning there with a nice 46. Fox Lodge actually, guys, did get 316. I can confirm my total is actually wrong, but we got 6 penalty runs because Strabane got through their overs very, very late. But I'm going to leave. Okay guys, so here we are now in the second, and it's Gareth here with the fast medium bowler running in for the very first ball, and it's just dog out of the ground there. I wouldn't quite say it was a full Yorker, but it was definitely a fuller delivery. Fox Lodge being a very, very good bowling team. Their bowling's got them out of a lot of sticky situations last year, and hopefully it's the same this year. You just see Sebo with like a wide stance, the trademark South African stance there, and at first slip there, BA the captain. So this Tyrone Derby moves into the second innings as Gareth we'll just skip on past him as Jamie McIntyre comes in now, the medium fast bowler, and he's going for just a wee appeal there. Jamie running and getting that ball very quickly. Strabane now 4 for nothing off 1.3 overs, and Jamie's going to continue with his over at the moment. Of course, Strabane not without a loss of wicket, so we're just waiting on that. Okay, but it seems as if Reese here has had a bit of a foot problem after that one, just leaning over. I don't know if he dug his foot into the ground or if the ball hit him on the boot or not. I don't believe it did, but hopefully he's okay, and yeah, he's going to get back up and he's going to face this next delivery from Jamie. It's going to be the final ball off his over. We'll see him run in. Oh, and he's edged it, and it's been dropped by BA. It's not often you see that man put down a catch. It is not often one bit you see him put down a catch, and Reese is leaning over like saying, I got away with that one. Strabane 11 for nothing, coming on to the 8th over, so we've been a long way on here, and Jamie comes in. That one's going to be flecked over the top by, I believe it's Aaron Gillespie, for a very nice shot. It might not have been Aaron, actually. I do not know the batters' names for Strabane and where they're batting or not. I just know Reese because I can tell by the boots. But Jamie on his last ball, the first ball of the over, or whatever it was. Yeah, so the first ball of that 8th over. Now we move on to the 5th ball of this over, 15 for nothing, our Strabane, and he's running into this batsman, and he's just going to be pinged away again. Is this one going to go to the boundary as well? Yes, it will indeed. So 2 boundaries in this over so far off Jamie. I wonder where's Brian going to take him off for. I personally wouldn't. I'd try and give him a wee chance. Let him keep going. You know, Strabane did the same thing and they got away with it. So yeah, it is Aaron Gillespie as well, batting number 1. Along with Reese Logan. We're going to have a change of bowling indeed here coming on for the 10th over. It's going to be Adam Walker, the man who won Fox Lodge a big game last year against Ballyspan. And the first ball, he's bowled Reese Logan. What a ball from the man. I've just put him down as a fast bowler as well. He probably has faster bowlers in the team. I'm not too sure about it. He might not like me saying that, but let's face it. That is a perler up the delivery to dismiss Reese, and that has Strabane 22 for 1. Reese Logan being dismissed for 5. Clean bowl by Adam Walker, who's picked up his first wicket off the day. Wonderful stuff, and his very first ball he's bowled in the match as well. So hopefully that's going to be a thing to come with Walker this year, because we do need him to take big wickets. Our pace bowling needs to improve this year due to the spinners taking the majority of the wickets last year, with Aaron and Jace both being in the top 20 for wicket takers last year. So move on to the end of the over. The end of this over. Walker running in. And that one's just going to be chopped down. That's going to be picked up, I believe that's by Barry Scott there at mid-on. We see Walker running in once more. There must have been an extra in this over for St. Paul. It's a short one, and he's miscued that one. He hasn't meant for that to go, but it's went for 6 on this relatively small pitch here at Fox Lodge, and that's going to move Strabane on the 31 for 1 off 10 overs. Moving on to the 11th and the final ball here is Gareth Haywood running on. Very good bowler, very tight bowler, very economical bowler at this point, and he's just carved that one through as the batsman has. He's just about got that through for 4. Very, very nice shot indeed. It's Gary Gillespie and Aaron Gillespie at the crease at this moment in time as we move on to 12th over and Walker's final ball, and that one's going to get flicked away as well through that gap between square leg and mid wicket, and that's going to be 4 more. So Strabane starting to pick up the boundaries here at the moment. 44 for 1 off the 12 overs that have been bowled so far. So they are below the rate, well below the rate, as Aaron Haywood, an off-break bowler with 27 wickets last year, which is the best for Fox Lodge last season. Just bowls in there and he got a big peel, but the umpires, when they turn it down, it probably was just about going down leg as well. But you're always roughing a peel. You never know what umpires do in this league. Sorry for Walker blocking your view there as well, but that one's just going to be pushed out, and Jimmy's going to pick that up. He's going to get a direct hit here, and he's gone. Fox Lodge have another wicket. Jimmy McIntyre with the run. It was a very, very tight run. I don't know why this man's leaning over for. There's nothing wrong with you, mate. Get back to the pavilion because you are gone. What a direct hit from Jimmy. Had to be a direct hit. Had to be, and it was a brilliant direct hit indeed. Now as we see Adam Boyd coming on, the orthodox bowler, 16 years old as well, 16 years old also, maybe 15. He just bowls that one short, and that one's going to be going for 6 as well. So hopefully he doesn't see what Singh did and copy him, because that's not how you bowl whenever you're bowling spin. Strabane now 61 for 2. Gary Gillespie, the last man to go for 22. And Boyd now he's going to carry on. That one's going to be not quite full toss, and it's went straight to Sebo. He's put it down. I don't know if he's still feeling as if it's a wee bit cold compared to South Africa, which it probably is in fact, and that's his first catch has been had all year, so he might not have been ready for it, but as an overseas professional, I would have expected him to take that. It's just a wee bit of a shot. That one goes deep, and what a take that is! Oh my goodness, and Sebo, that's how it's done, mate. Adam Boyd's going to be grateful there, because that easily could have went for 4, but what a catch, Aaron Haywood to remove Peter Gillespie for 6. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Strabane now 66 for 3. And Boyd was going to run in with his 1 wicket. It's a full toss, and it's just going to be smacked away for straight down the 8, and he's going to have a mass field. That's a horrible bit of fielding out there. He won't mind me even saying that. Raising his hand saying, sorry to Boyd, that's going to be harmful to the bowler's figures, but it will go for 4. Mr. Man now 77 for 3 as Aaron's running in this 22nd over. Down the track goes the batsman. It's going to get free, and it's not quite fielding, and it goes for 4. Not quite what you would want there. If you were Aaron, you'd expect that to be fielded, but again, it's just one of those things about chicken a bobble. We've seen it in our innings whenever we were batting first. That was a very good ball, actually. It's straight in the air. It probably should be a catch, but it isn't. It's going to go to the rope. Walker's saying it's 4, so yeah, the umpire will signal 4. Just couldn't get round to it, and that's another boundary towards Tyrone, so they're starting to go for this now, and they probably need to as well. It's a full toss. That's going to go. You can't bowl there. It's never going to be good. It's just about managed to stay in for 4. So he's got away with that. It very easily could have been a 6 that way, a big full toss. Aaron just needs to try and keep her pitching. As Strabane are now 89 for 3. Near a full toss again, more or less, and it's 4 runs. Bit of a bowling here again. Aaron won't mind me saying that, because they are full tosses at this point, and you don't want to bowl there, especially with the overseas pro Paris on. As Boyd was going to run in that one. That's a very good ball, in fact, actually, and that's a wonderful bit of fielding from Sebo. He's in it, yeah, boys. I can still do it. I can still perform in the field, and we'll see how he gets on the bowling aspect right now as he comes on the overseas professional bowling his fast medium. The best areas bowler I've ever seen. That one's where is it? It's going straight up, and it's been taken by Luke Hayes. I went the wrong direction with it, but it's been caught, and I think was that a dab Luke just hit. Let's go. Fox Lodge now have Strabane restricted to 139 for 4. Fox Lodge had nearly 100 extra runs at this point in their innings, as we see Adam Walker running. It was Aaron Gillespie to go there for 62, and the pro has absolutely demolished that, and that's it. Oh my god, I thought it was gone, but it wasn't. It's a put down catch, and that would have been it. That would have been the game set and match, as I think the game already is. We're in the 33rd over. That's a 6. What a shot that is, this boy. Singh's in now with the pro against Walker, who's got 1 wicket. Of course, we have Sebo with 1 wicket, and we have a run out, and we also have, I think, Boydo with 1 wicket. I don't know if I said that or not. As Walker bowls a short one, you don't want to bowl short to the pros because they will just smack you. That's 6 more. What a shot. Mr. Van now 168 for 4 off 35 overs. Aaron Gillespie, last man out for 62. Of course, they are pretty much dead and beaten at this point, our Strabane, with this many overs gone. But you never know, because Singh at the moment is absolutely pinging them everywhere. That's 6 more. And we've got Barry Scott was smashing them, and Sebo was smashing them earlier on. Where do you see this man hit them? Because at this point, he is going off. That's another one, just away he goes. That's going to be 4 boundaries galore at this point for this man Singh. He is on a mission, and he is wanting to keep Strabane in this fight. And we see Aaron come on here now in the 40th over, and that one's going to go. Oh, it's nearly got it, and it's been dropped. It was a beautifully flighted ball, and it pitched perfectly, and it was straight to the man at mid-off, but it's been put down, and that's another dropped catch by Fox Lodge. But in the very same over, Aaron, I believe it might have been a douchery, you know. It takes out the leg stump, and that is Strabane's pro pair is gone. And I tell you what, for a man who only landed this morning, he's picked up a very, very useful 74, as you see Aaron Haywood bowling him there. So Strabane now 214 for 5, and that is, in my opinion, probably the game set and the match, unless they can just keep Singh on strike and keep him hitting. But he's a batsman that I don't rate at all. Every single ball was basically on the leg side. I don't rate him at all. And that's another wicket for Aaron Haywood. Bowling the batsman basically straight in. He goes for 1. It's McNulty. And Aaron picks up a 2nd wicket. Trying to start off where he let off last year. Just taking wickets left, right and centre. So 41.1 overs gone. Strabane 216 for 6. We move on later on. Walker bowling the 45th over. Strabane 250 for 6 at this point. McNulty still the last man out. Walker bowled. That one's going to go straight up. Boydo's under it. Takes the catch. Adam Walker's happy. He's got a 2nd wicket of the day. And that is officially the game over at this point. Strabane aren't getting this many runs. They have 5 overs to get about 80 runs. The chances of that happening are very, very unlikely. And just confirmation there. Your bowler Adam Walker and the catch taken by Adam Boyd. A good catch too. Have to keep his composure. The sun's fading as Sebo comes on. It was Mr. J. Gillespie out there for 6 as they're in Strabane 254 for 7. Sebo runs in. That one's going to go straight up as well. And under it's going to be Jamie, and that's another catch. So Fox are starting to take their catches now after many, many, many drops. As we see the bowler being Sebo, the catch being by Jamie. And Walker's running in now as McCallum was out there for a duck, and he's going to be pined there by Singh all the way down. No real point this time. He's just stat padding as Mr. Singh. 266 for 8. He moves Strabane on to after 46.2 overs. And here we go. My camera has died at this point, guys. I've ordered more batches for the next game, but Strabane are sitting at 289 for 8. McCallum the last man out, and this is the final ball of the game. Sebo's got 2 wickets in this game. He bowls the last one, and that's Fox Lodge with the victory, picking up 21 points. Gareth Haywood 0 for 33, Jamie 0 for 22, Walker 2 for 93, and the rest, as you've seen there, you can positively see. But I've been your boy D Hammy, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Fox has won by 38 runs, and I'll see you next time.